Hey everybody, it's Patrick. It is Tuesday afternoon. I usually upload these on Tuesday mornings, but last night I had a brain scan for some issues I'm having with some nerve issues in my face. I'm pretty sure that what is going to happen is I am going to get a report that says no brain found, but that is another story for another day. I did not have time last night, or, oh look, there's Gracie. Or this morning to record any sort of hair video. And I was actually kind of not sure what I would talk about today. I had a couple of sort of back burner subjects that have yet to be covered, but I really didn't have anything I was too passionate about. And then for the fourth time this week, somebody either pointed out or forwarded to me or posted to me this article about Clipon Man Buns. And the people who have showed it to me or forwarded it to me or talked about it with me just think that this is absolutely hilarious. There are a number of articles about it. I guess there is a company that is marketing little clip-in pieces of hair that you put onto your head that make it look like you have a bun. This is a product that has been offered to women, like, since hair extensions or anything have been ever offered. I mean, if you look in catalogs or whatever for women's hair products, you will see this sort of artificial bun or artificial ponytail there. But the fact that it's going towards men, the fact that it's being marketed towards men is somehow controversial, and it's making people angry, and it's making them think that men it's bringing up that whole discussion that I have no patience for, which is the man bun needs to die, and, will the man bun make you bald, and aren't men with long hair who care about their hair hilarious because they're assholes or nerds or hipsters or just, are behind the times or whatever. And the thing that bothers me about this, and this is now the third video that I've gone into. I had the will the man bun make you bald, and then my little mini rant. I'm going to articulate it or try to as much as I can in a quick video, and it will kind of betray my incredibly liberal lefty leanings about gender and gender identity and sexism and homophobia and transphobia and all of that. So if that's not something that you're here for and you want to just talk about how to care for your hair and stuff, that's fine. And I will talk to you next week. But the thing I've been since I kind of snapped a little bit, as much as I do, at the last person who sent me this article I've been trying to put my thoughts together on why this really bugs me so much, other than the fact that it makes me self-conscious for having the long hair. Because once again, it's somebody who's pointing out, hey, look, here's something that I consider ridiculous about guys who find this style something to want to attain. And I'm pointing it out to you as someone who wears this style regularly. So that's the first thing, is that it makes me feel self-conscious. It makes me feel like a bit foolish. It once again brings back that, oh God, I'm wearing my hair long and everybody thinks that I'm being, trying to be too young. I'm trying to look cool. I'm trying to whatever. So there's that part. There's the personal part, which I fully acknowledge. But then there's this part of this, which is that that idea that I mentioned just a minute or two ago, which is that women have had this product, or this type of product, where if you don't have enough hair, you want to change the color of your hair, you want to change the style, the length. If you want to put your hair up, like, in a Amy Winehouse kind of thing, they have the bumps that go up like that. There are things called falls, which are combs that you put in your hair to make it look longer in the back or to add volume. If you want to make a bun, you can just pop, a little thing of hair, and you can put that on the top of your hair, and it makes your hair look like you've got long hair that you've pulled up, even if you have a very short hairstyle. Or if you don't have hair as a woman, it is not considered shameful to wear a wig. Whereas if a man puts on fake hair as a toupee, that's considered absolutely hilarious. So, the main thing that bothers me about this is that this is sexist, and I don't mean reverse sexist, which I'm not going to get into those kind of politics, but I don't think that reverse sexism has much merit, because it's very difficult to be it's very difficult to have any power over people, the people who are generally powerless in society or have less power in society. So saying reverse sexism or reverse racism, anyway, I won't get into that because that would be opening up a huge can of worms, and this is probably already opening up a huge can of worms. But it is sexist against women. And the reason for that is that if you say something is inherently ridiculous because you want to wear it, because you care about your appearance, because you like bright colors, because you want to look pretty, because you follow a trend, because you lack something physically that you want to add, like adding hair, plastic surgery, cosmetics, dressing up, all of that. If that is considered foolish for a man, why is it not considered foolish for a woman to do? And the reason is because it's devalued, because it's considered frivolous. And why is it okay for a woman to indulge in frivolous activities that are related to appearance when it induces rage in people, absolute rage? I never read the comments in anything, but I read the comments and it's like, it's just vitriol that's brought up against men who do this because they're considered less masculine, less manly, less strong, less thinking about things that are important, because you should not, as a man, think about anything that is not important. And the important things that you are thinking about could not include your hair, could not include your looks, could not include fashion in any way, because those are relegated to the people who should think about frivolous things. So that is basically what I'm saying. And also, I do have to say that as a gay man, as somebody who grew up in a time when it was very difficult, where you were very much pressured to be masculine, to be not frivolous, not silly, that also ticks my homophobia problems, my radar on that one, which is, if you indulge in this, you are feminizing yourself. And the guys that I see on all of these long hair communities are such a spectrum. You've got the folks on one end who are basically, just, hyper masculine, and they indulge in all the things that would be considered, all of the masculine sort of side of things. And then you've got the other side of things where you've got folks who, men who like to get into cosmetics and who like to have the long hair because they can dye it different colors and they can go off and they can dress up with things that are more pretty or considered on the feminine side of the spectrum. And from here to here, what's amazing to me is that there's not much of a leap, because I think, and again, it's so hippie liberal of me, but there isn't much of a difference between most people. And that's just what I'm getting to. And it seems like a very odd thing to use as a jumping point, but to say you are ridiculous because you care about the way that you look in this very specific way. You don't have those articles being passed around if there's a new product for a guy to try to get bigger abdominal muscles, let's say, or to try to keep his gut in, or to look taller. A little bit, but lifts have been around forever, and we don't have BuzzFeed articles about the fact that some guys are trying to appear taller. But if you want to look like you might be interested in having this hairstyle that may take 2 years, as we all know, to grow out enough to actually put up, well, then you're a fool. And I guess I just don't like that sort of message. So, anyway, this was not the video that I expected to post this week, but it's what's been on my mind. And I'm sure that there are some counter arguments that folks will have in the comments. That's perfectly fine. The only thing that I ever do always ask, actually, I don't actually ask it because I've never had a problem in comments, and now I've just cursed myself. But if you have a countering viewpoint, that's fine. We can discuss it. I would love to discuss it in a way, but always keep it kind, because I have no problem deleting any sort of comment that I think is in mean-spiritedness or anything like that, because I just don't have time for that here. Anyway, I am here every Tuesday and I talk about hair. The rest of the time is also something that maybe you want to consider foolish, and I might actually believe you on that one, which is that I spend a lot of time with puppets. I cook with them. Well, I don't cook with puppets. That would be that wouldn't taste very well. But they help me cook 3-ingredient recipes on Thursdays. And then my other cat, not Gracie, who you just saw here, George, who's a puppet cat, he talks about having good self-esteem, including, I would think he would probably say that if you want to wear a clip-on hair bun, you go right ahead and do it, because that's good for yourself as well. So like, subscribe, comment, share, discuss. I would love to have a good discussion about this, although once you get into a discussion with me, I type much more than I talk. So anyway, have a great week.